Hello there, I would like to introduce you to Affinity Designer. I usually teach Adobe Photoshop, InDesign and Illustrator, and today my goal is to work in the vector persona of Affinity Designer to add on my vector shapes. So this illustration I've done for Illustration Source New York City. And I'm using the same tools I'm using in Illustrator. You can see here's the pen tool, and I introduce it to a new tool. It's a white arrow that's called the node tool. So what I'm doing right now is I adjust the tools a little bit and select my white arrow. That's the node tool, and you can see these white dots here. This is called a node. And with the node tool, I adjust the nodes accordingly to my needs. I can also adjust the handles on the right and left side. I can also draw additional lines with click and drag. With the pen tool, of course, make my alterations. Up here I have the different modes. You can see different modes. I usually choose the regular pen mode. With the color picker, I select the cyan. You can see it's chosen. I like it that way. Get the pen tool, and I start with click, simple click. And again, click, makes a straight line. Click and drag at the same time gives me roundness to it. Click and drag. And with the click, I end it. To really end the drawing process, you have to select Command or Control D to stop the drawing process. Then I select again my node tool. Node tool is simply amazing. Depends on, how far away or how much I drag on these handles. That's how I can adjust the roundness of a line. And then my next goal is, I don't have a width tool. I have to go under View, Studio, Stroke to add on pressure points to change the width of the line. That's called pressure points. Here you can see I already have some pressure points selected, but right now I would like to hit the reset button to make the line perfectly straight. And I move it down so you can see the beginning at the end is thin, and then I add on these pressure points, and you can see the line in between gets thicker. So I make the adjustments the way I like it, the same way as the width tool. Important is just the fact that you need, of course, to select the line. You can also hit Save Profile for next time use. Then, of course, I would like to draw some new lines. I try that. I hit the pen tool. And with the pen tool to the right, I added on a pink line. And here, of course, with the pink line, it's a little thinner. I have to adjust the pressure points accordingly. It's a little thinner line to the right. Definitely better. Then I go into Layers Opacity. And here I can see I can adjust the opacities. I can choose Darken, for example. That's the same as in Illustrator. And then I see, it's too dark. I can try it multiply, even darker. I don't like it. So I try maybe pin light, hard light, hue, difference. You just have to try it out. Overlay is sometimes not a bad choice. Soft light right now. You have to make your selections and see what happens. And here to the left, you can see the blue reacts totally different. At any time, you can make changes later, so that it's not a big deal. Next time, we'll be working in the pixel persona. That's my goal for next tutorial. We'll meet again with the same illustration and working the pixel persona to clean up the background. Then you can see the pixel and the vector persona is in the same program called Affinity Designer. Talk to you soon and see you next time.